It's time for game night. CNET Cable Network and Productions present high school football. Now let's join our play-by-play announcers at the game.
Welcome to Houston Academy Football. Jim Boone, Coach Jim Robbins, bringing you the broadcast tonight. Tonight, first round of the 2A playoffs. The Flomaton Hurricanes, with an 8-2 season, come into Rip Hughes tonight to face this Houston Academy 7-2 record. And this is HA's 8th straight year to be in the state playoffs. The Raiders had a 6-game winning streak in opening playoffs until last year when we lost to Pickens County. Coach Robbins Flomaton on film shows a very explosive offense. They're led by number 2, Tony Ellis, with a 4.4 speed and has 1,512 yards rushing. Also 26 touchdowns this year. And also a big fullback, Nicholas Lewis, 6'2", 228. He can also bring it. So, Coach Robbins, what does HA have to do tonight to win this first round of the high school playoffs?
Jim, we definitely have a challenge here tonight. They are a very talented football team. They have a running back very similar to Juicy Williams, who played for Slocum. And he has breakaway speed. He has, like you said, put up great numbers. But all the coaches at Houston Academy have been very impressed with the fullback, number 43, Nicholas Lewis, 6'2", 228 pounds. He runs the ball extremely hard, and as this rain starts to come down a little bit, it may come in that ground game. So we must do a great job of stopping that run game first.
Houston Academy won the toss, and they elected to receive, and they will be receiving at the north end zone here tonight. Down back deep for Houston Academy is number 9, Joel Bennett. The Raiders are decked out in their blue and white pants, and Flomaton is here tonight with white jerseys and green pants. Looks like the Green Bay Packers. So we're off tonight here at Rip Hughes Stadium, first round of the playoffs. It's going to be just a squib kick, and it's going to go to number 1, Travis Gardner, at his 30, and he's going to be brought down right there at his 35-yard line. So we're going to start right there, Jim, at our own 35-yard line.
Jim, that's not bad field position right now. Now it's just a chance for us to figure out the defensive scheme that Flomaton's going to employ against us. So I'm sure Coach Asden has some plays scripted to test that out early. So let's see how it goes.
Jace Johnson quarterbacking tonight for Houston Academy. Johnson in the shotgun. Take that back. That is Travis Gardner. He had a quick one there on me, Jim.
All right.
It's Travis Gardner back in the shotgun, and we had Jace Johnson out on the flanker. So
I'll tell you, when we ran the sweep trying to get outside there and then turned it up inside, we missed a couple of tackles, but there was a familiar number that came in there that we thought offensively. But right off the bat, number 43, Nicholas Lewis, comes in and makes a big tackle for Flomaton.
A loss of 1 on the play, so that will bring up a second down and 11. That is Seth McGowan, number 17. Andrew Dolphin, number 17 with the ball. And Andrew's going to pick up about 4 on the play. So it's going to bring up a third down and long yardage here for the Raiders.
Yeah, of course, that's been our strength all year long is the run game, Jim. And I know Coach Atson wants to see what we can do in this first series against them. So we're finding out the going's going to be tough. We're going to have to do a great job of blocking and stay on those blocks.
Like you said earlier, the rain is coming down here at Rip Hughes tonight, so it is going to be a wet field and a wet ball. Jace Johnson under center, back to throw, rolling out, looking over here, and overthrows his intended receiver there, number 1, Travis Gardner. So that's going to bring up a fourth down situation, Coach.
Yeah, right off the bat, we tried to clear and conceal. We had Jared Metcalf, number 15, running a deep route, and then brought Travis underneath. And tried to hit him out in the flats, missed the connection there. So we've got to kick it. Hope we can get a good kick here, Jim, and set them back a little deep in their own territory.
Fourth down and 6, and HA will have Travis Gardner, number 1, back to kick for the Raiders. Back deep is number 7. That's Robbins. And also number 2 is back there, and that is Tony Ellis. And Ellis will take it at his 19, and he's going to be brought down there at his own 23-yard line. So first and 10 right there for Flomaton.
Good job of the Raiders hustling down. That was number 11, Wesley Moss, and number 21, Carter Besson on that tackle. So first opportunity to tackle the speedy back was successful for the Raiders. We need to continue that all night.
So we'll set them right up there at the 24-yard line. Flomaton at their own 24. Rain continues to come down here at Rip Hughes tonight, early here in the first quarter, and no score. First time Flomaton's had the ball. That's number 17 under center. That's Denver Howie. Ellis in the backfield. Give it to Ellis, number 2. And no gain on the play, and a host of Raiders there, Coach.
Boy, Jim, I'm telling you, I'm impressed by that first play. We got great penetration right there. It looked like McLean Borland was in there. There's just a host of Raiders, and that's what we're going to have tonight is gang tackling. Great job right there.
I thought I'd be calling number 7 tonight as their quarterback, Dominique Robinson, but I see number 17 is starting tonight in their quarterback position, and he is a senior, 5'8", 150. Quarterbacking. Ellis, single set in the backfield. Pitch it back to Ellis again, trying to contain him in the backfield. Oh, man, great stop by there, number 15 for Houston Academy, Jared Metcalf.
Coach, I'm going to tell you, Jim, I hate to cut you off right there. I need to just back off a little bit, but that's exciting to see. It tells me that our coaches have this team prepared to play. Jared Metcalf, like you said, he read the motion to his side, the pitch to his side, got great penetration. It made him run around the bubble a little bit, gave pursuit time to get there. What an outstanding play by the Raiders. 3rd
down and 12 for Flomaton. Big play right here early in the ball game. No score at Rip Hughes Stadium tonight. First round of the high school playoffs. Again, Big Ellis back in the backfield. We got 21 in motion, which they don't show a whole lot of motion. And there we go right there, and Ellis slips down, and that's that wet field we've been talking about.
Well, that was very fortunate for us right there because, for them to go 3rd down and, lose yardage on that play, he's going to be kicking that ball probably inside the 5, give the Raiders a chance for great field position here to take this ball in, maybe put some points on the board.
Absolutely, and he will be standing at his own 5-yard line. And back to kick, I can't get his number. Looks like number 56. Back to kick for Flomaton. High snap. He's going to have to rush his kick. Joel Bennett's over here chasing it, and boy, he gets a good bounce. Joel takes it and slips down right there at his own 46-yard line. And Joel had a straight line down the sideline, Coach.
Yeah, it was exciting up here in this new press box at Knowledge Field. I tell you, we got a great view.
Don't we ever?
And we see Joel pick it up, and then, like you said, we see an alley down this sideline, and we were kind of hoping what number 9 did for us, against us for Barber County last week.
Absolutely.
Or 2 weeks ago. Might just happen right there. But the footing's going to be a little testy here, it seems.
Really is. We might have to change those spikes at halftime and get some little longer spikes on those shoes, but we've seen them on both sides of the ball go down. Let's talk a little bit about this Flomaton team, Coach. I know you've seen them on film. They're just really impressive on the offensive side of the ball. I know they run the ball. They give it to Ellis about 80% of the time. They give it to Ellis, and he's their man. They got him listed at 5'8", 175, and just blazing speed. 4.4 speed is what Coach Addison said that he had talked to several coaches, and it's the real deal.
Well, the big thing here, we don't give him a chance to get started, and that's what's happened here in this first series. Great job by the Raiders on defense to get good penetration and have him making cuts and moves early. I tell you, the big thing I'm surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it in the next series performance, is they take that big fullback, be in the footing and start running that thing between the tackles straight ahead. So we'll see what happens.
Second time H.A.'s had the ball here. We've turned it over in 4 downs on either side of the ball. So H.A. will start at their own 46-yard line. Jace Johnson quarterbacking with Travis Gardner in motion. Throw over here to number 8, and I believe that's Kramer. And Kramer gets about 3 yards and also loses his footing. Jack Kramer.
Yeah, nice play. Last week Jack kind of had a deflected ball and stayed with it. It's good hands. We've known for years he's got those great hands. And Jack has really come on, Coach Addison said, a lot this season. And I would expect that maybe we'll throw the ball a good bit to him tonight if he can get open.
Again, lost his footing there. Jack had a pretty good gain going, a gain of 5 yards on the play. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Raiders. Fake to McGowan, back to throw deep. Oh, man, overthrew him and just looked like Jared Metcalf just didn't run his power in there. And Johnson had a good tossing ball.
Well, he was trying to. I think he was lined up there that tight slot. He was trying to run that seam that we've had some success with the tight end before, but he was well covered on that play.
So that will bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Raiders. Boy, it's good to see we got everybody healthy tonight. Seth McGowan back healthy, Andrew Dauphin back healthy, and also Andrew Tarwar's back tonight. Hadn't had him for, about 5 games now. Joel Bennett, fake it to Bennett, give it to number 17, and number 17, Andrew Dauphin, he's heading for the end zone, and they're going to run him out of bounds.
Touchdown.
Right there. No, it could be a touchdown. They're going to touchdown Raiders. Hey, Coach, what about that fake to Joel Bennett? What a block that line gave. An offensive line opened it up for Andrew Dauphin.
You know, I tell you, Jim, our coaches have scoured those films all week long, and I promise they put guys in motion to move those linebackers a little bit and then hit that thing tight with Andrew. Great job of Andrew at running to the corner and then reaching out, because that's what got him in the end zone, was reaching out for that football.
Torrey Kirkland, number 6. Back to hole for Andre. Will Andre, it's up, and it is good. And Houston Academy leading this ball game 7-0 with 7:06 left here in the first quarter. Coach, we got to talk about that play.
Well, I'll tell you, that was just an outstanding play. I wish I had a little replay here that we could watch it again, but I know the effect of Joel going in motion across that defensive front drew those linebackers' attention, and boy, we must have had a nice hole, because nobody touched Andrew Dauphin when he reached the original point of attack. And once he saw that green grass, Andrew knows what to do with it.
Man, and he did. I tell you what a great run there by Andrew Dauphin.
Well, Jim, that's what we needed. I tell you, we talked about it before, is to get off quick here tonight and kind of get that momentum. And I tell you, the way our defense played in that first series and now to get in the end zone first could be really big.
Got to do some PSAs tonight. This is a high school playoff broadcast you're watching, and your ticket to interscholastic athletic events is a privilege to watch young people learn on the playing field. One of the lessons taught to players is one that spectators can also follow as well, and that is good sportsmanship. And unruly behavior is unaccepted in the classrooms, and the athletic field is a classroom. And here we go. And Andre kicking off, just a little punch kick over here to number 11. Looks like number 22 gets the ball for Flomaton. And that's Cavers, gets the ball and brings it up to about the 35-yard line, we'll call it. So they'll take over right there at their own 35.
Jim, I'll tell you, there was a nice lick thrown in. It looked like he may break free pretty quick, but Trace Kane, number 30, came in and just laid out and just threw him all, knocked him down, got him off balance, and then that pursuit by the Raiders put him on down. So nice play there by Trace Kane, number 30.
Rain continues to come down here at Rip Hughes Stadium tonight, Nology Field, and what a great playing field this has turned out to be. Number 2 with the ball, that's Lewis, and he's on the outside, and we're trying to knock him out of bounds, and that's Travis Gardner. Knocks him out of bounds. That's what we had worried about all night right here. Number 2, Tony Ellis.
But no doubt, Jim, he's going to be the man, and they're going to give it to him a lot. He's a game breaker. He's a man that in one play can get that ball in the end zone, and so it's going to be a challenge here for 4 quarters of football tonight.
He looks every bit of that 175. They got him listed, like I said, 5'8", 175, and he's every bit of that. So that'll bring up a first down for Flomaton, and the ball's at the Houston Academy 36-yard line. Pitch back to Ellis, and good stop there by Steele Carnegie, number 35.
But once again, Jim, I'll tell you, the guy that really makes that play, again, Jared Metcalf comes in there and he gets across the line of scrimmage and forces the block, forces him inside. Now, last 2 weeks ago, we would come across and force him inside, but our pursuit was not getting there soon enough. Steele Carnegie, when he turned back inside, still had to dive, but made a great dive and catch to put him down.
And that's no gain on the play, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Hurricanes of Flomaton. Number 40, first time we've seen him run the ball, just a pitch to him. And that's Woods, Daniel Woods, senior, 5'8", 230. Boy, I tell you what, they got a load in that backfield, Coach.
No doubt. We had, once again, we had big Josh Williford in there and Steele Cornigan on the stop. And, you know, old Josh going to have a man pretty close to his size that we're with there tonight.
We got to have a good ball game out of Josh Williford, too, tonight. And that's one of their coaches was really worried about could they move the big boy, big Josh Williford, tonight. 3rd down, throwing over here to number 21. Going to be real close to a 1st down. That's Spears that caught the ball at number 21, and he's going to bring it down to the 20, and it will be a 1st down for Flomaton.
Tackle made by number 11, Wesley Moss, because, you know, we're playing, he's playing him very, very conservatively. He was probably, I'm saying 8 yards away when the reception was made. We're going to have to tighten down a little more than that probably, but I know we don't want to give him the big play on, you know, just one play and get the end zone, but it's going to be a challenge. We'll get them.
1st and 10 for Flomaton. Balls at the Houston Academy 20-yard line. 5:14 left here in the 1st quarter. Big Ellis with the ball. Great stop. Ball gets loose. Oh, man, we had a chance to get it, Coach.
Things slid right through Wesley's hands. Tough luck for the Raiders.
That ball comes squirting out, and Wesley Moss goes for it, but just was not in his reaches. So fumble out of bounds there, and I don't know if they picked up any. No, did not pick up any in the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Flomaton. Man, we could turn it over right here, Coach. That'd be big.
We need it because, you know, this is a threatening situation. Get down here inside that red zone. We gotta play some tough defense.
Got number 7 in there quarterbacking now, and he's back to throw. He's looking in the end zone.
We have intercept. Good job.
And an intercept right there by Travis Gardner, and Travis is going to bring it out. He's at the 15 and being knocked down right there at the 15-yard line.
Great coverage there, Jim. We had both receivers that they tried to go up the seam, and they had a guy going out to the corner, but we had him well covered both times. He laid it up. Travis made a great play. And
I don't know where the quarterback, Robinson, was throwing the ball. He just ran back and threw it and hoped for the best, it looked like. But like you said, great defense by Houston Academy defensive backfield there.
That might be some of that NFL stuff where they throw it up, just let the receiver have a chance to make a great play, but it didn't happen.
So Houston Academy is going to take over right there at the Travis Gardner brought it out to the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10 Raiders. That's Andrew Dauphin, number 17. Andrew Dauphin, just a hard runner, Coach, and it's good to have him back in that backfield. Andrew's going to pick up 2 or 3 yards every time he touches the ball.
Boy, he makes a difference, no doubt. Andrew, he's got a lot on the line here. He spent some time watching, and that's not fun. Number 58, Brent Odom on the tackle for Flomaton.
So Dauphin picks up 4 on the play, so we're going to call it 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders. Dauphin single setback. Got twins out. Again, Dauphin, good hold, good block in there for Andrew Dauphin. Another 1st down for the Raiders.
Left side really doing a great job right there. That was a nice gap at the point of attack, and then Andrew doing his usual thing of sliding past tacklers. But that's what we need, Jim. Like you said early on, we need great blocking at the point of attack tonight.
And they're running right behind number 72, and they should run right behind number 72. That's big Josh Williford. I love to say his size, 6'7", 345. You don't see too many 2A high school football players at that size. Here we go with Dauphin again. Number 17, pick up of possibly 3 on the play. And we got somebody hurt, and it looks like big Josh. First time we've seen him down. Coach, I think he strained a knee earlier in the season. Second down and 7 from the 31 for H.A. Brakefield in motion again. That's Seth McGowan, number 16. Pickup of maybe 1 on the play. Boy, if we can't get Williford came off the field and we're thinking it could be a hip pointer, and he's being worked on there by the doctors down the sideline. Coach Robbins, we need to get him back in the game as quick as possible.
You know, we do, Jim, because he's a major part of the offense, but at the same time tonight, we're going to have to be able to do other things to be able to win this ball game. This is going to be a 4-quarter affair, and it's going to take plenty of offense here tonight.
Bennett in motion, looking over here again to Jack Kramer, and Jack could not hang on the ball, and that's going to bring up a 4th down situation, a punting situation for Houston Academy.
Yeah, well, Jim, it didn't make much difference whether they called that one or not, because the corner for Flomaton did a tremendous job of reading that pass, and he got a great break. He was right in his face as he called that ball.
Travis Gardner, number 1, will be back to punt for Houston Academy. Back deep is number 7 for Flomaton. That's Denique Robinson, and also number 2 is Tony Ellis. Good kick there by Travis Gardner. And it gets a pretty good roll on it. Going to bring it down to about the 17-yard line. Good kick there, Coach.
I'll tell you what I'm saying here tonight now. You know, and we both know Travis Gardner. Pound for pound, he's about as good a player as you want to see. Twice tonight, he has had 2 outstanding kicks. It's put Flomaton in, on the long end of the field. And then, him having that big interception, turning and running that thing out, and, trying to get that break, maybe run it all the way back. But Travis came to play tonight.
He did. Travis is a senior. He knows this could possibly be his last high school football game. We got several seniors out there that really want to play good tonight. 1st and 10 for Flomaton. 1:50 left here in the first quarter. That's Ellis with the ball, trying to get on the outside. And that is not going to bring that guy down. You have got to lock him up. Ellis is still loose. Travis Gardner, again, is going to bring him out. Coach, you got to lock that guy up. He's an animal.
No doubt about it, Jim. What you're seeing here is not just that small, quick back with good breakaway speed. You're seeing all of that and strength. Arm tackling will not get it done. We had a player position right there, just couldn't get it down. Once again, look who we call. Number 1, Travis Gardner has to come over and run him down.
Yep. So they bring up a 1st and 10. Ball's resting at the Houston Academy 40-yard line. 2 big long runs there by Ellis here in this first quarter. Ellis in motion with Big 40 in the back, 43 in the backfield, and they will give it to Big 43. And that is their big fullback. That's Lewis. And that's the big boy we talked about, 6'2", 228, and he's only 11th grader.
Yeah, I tell you what, I like looking at that kid, but I don't like seeing him give him the ball very often. But I can see why Ellis gets the ball a lot here tonight. He has a lot of speed, very strong. He's just a lot stronger than I thought he was.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Alabama High School Athletics Association believes that athletes and academics go hand in hand, and the Bryant Jordan Student Athletic Program also supports this concept and awards over $4,000 to 96 student athletes each year. Ask your principal, your guidance counselor, or your coach about it. And this has been a PSA from the Alabama High School Football Association. Be 2nd down and 6 for Flomaton. 1:26 left here in this first quarter. That's Ellis with the ball. And a good stop there by H.A. Pickup of 1 on the play.
Tony Ellis here is the right guard.
Jim, that's number 50, John May, that was leading that charge right there. Again, we got good pursuit, but John doing a good job of staying down on that front line and not being blown out, and creates that little log jam there, and the Raiders are holding stiff.
They're still working on big Josh Williford down here on the sideline. We hadn't got him back in, Coach, so hopefully they'll get him back in the ball game. Time again to Ellis. That's Tony Ellis on the outside, and they're going to run him out of bounds there, number 31 for Houston Academy, which is Andrew Tarwater.
Yeah, Jim, I tell you, they're having a lot of success right now on the left side of their offensive line. They're creating a gap right off tackle, and I thought I saw Coach Addison really getting after somebody down there, because we're just not supposed to have that size of hole. He's not really seeing any traffic until he gets about a 10-yard gain.
That's Reagan that just went in, Michael Reagan, number 13, and Seth McGowan comes out of the ball game. Another first down for Flomaton. Again, Ellis with the ball. Good stop over there on that right side. I didn't see who the initial stop was there, Coach, but a good stop. Could that be number 57 for Houston Academy?
Marco Pena, I think, and then also, once again, I thought Jared Metcalf came and got off the ground last, and I think he gets in and gets it started, and then once again, several Raiders getting in on the play.
So that'll bring up a second down, 2nd and 11 for Flomaton. Boy, we really need to hold them here, Coach.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be, Jim. When you get into playoffs, you know this, it's going to be a series of big plays. And, we got on the board first, but, these are, you can tell by watching what we've seen here so far that they're going to challenge us, and we got to be up to meet it.
And that's going to bring the end of the first quarter. Houston Academy leading this ball game 7-0 over Flomaton. Jim Boone, Coach Jim Robbins, and we'll be right back to bring you the second quarter. All right, from the 10-yard line, Flomaton starting this second quarter. Robinson gives off to Ellis. Good stop there by number 65 for Houston Academy. Isn't that Flowers? I believe it is. No, McLean Borland, number 65.
65 in there again. I thought I
McLean.
saw.
Who else?
McLean's been playing well all year. Once again, 31. I saw Andrew Tarwater get in there. So we got initial contact. And again, the impressive thing, Jim, is that we're getting somebody that simply gets a hand on him, and then there's 2 or 3 more Raiders that's putting him down. And that's big with a running back like Ellis.
Let's talk a little bit about Seth McGowan here, Coach. Seth has had a great season. He only needs 42 yards to reach that 1,000 yards to catch up with Stanley Jones that had that same 1,000 yards in 2006. So all he needs is 42, and I don't know how many he's got tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, Jim, the thing he's going to do is he gets his a totally different way than Stanley Jones got his. Totally different style of runner. And Seth has been a workhorse all year long along with Andrew Dolphin, and we certainly hope that he gets those yards plus more here tonight.
Yeah, and he hadn't been real healthy this season, but he has really has had a heck of a season.
And to see a guy play offense and then stays on the field and then gets to that linebacker spot and has to play defense too.
Number 2, Ellis, is hurt on the field and walking off over there, and that's Tony Ellis that's being helped off the field. So that will bring up a third down and goal for Flomaton. Robinson, number 12, quarterbacking for the Hurricanes. Back to throw, looking across the middle, and incomplete pass. And that will bring up a fourth down situation. And I don't think this Flomaton team has much of a kicking game, Coach, so it's going to be interesting to see here what Flomaton does on fourth down and go.
That's exactly right. What we saw on the film was that, of course, you never know when they're going to come up and kick well, but the tendency has been that it has not been an outstanding kicking game. But nice play right there by Emory Griffith. Good coverage. Pass is dropped right here, so see what happens.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to go for it. Fourth and go. Robinson back to throw again across the middle. Great defensive play, and I can't believe we're going to get a flag on that. Coach, they were going for the ball.
I'll tell you what, the receiver ran again the quick slant at just a skinny post, and I thought Emory was just right in back of him, hit about the same time that the ball got there. That's a tough call. That
is a tough call. And look where it was thrown from. All right, and they're going to take it. They say the ball was muffed, so they're going to pick up the flag. HA takes over right there at their own. I believe it's going to be the 9-yard line.
I tell you, Jim, big breaks for the Raiders here tonight. We've had some good defensive stands deep in our own territory. What we must do is to capitalize on this momentum and the fact that we are ahead in this ball game, and we got to continue to put points on the board.
And we've got number 2 that went out injured a while ago, and if we can keep him off that field, that's going to be another big plus for the Raiders. Number 17, Andrew Dauphin, single setback. And they will give it to Dauphin. Dauphin's trying, working hard, picks up maybe a yard on the play.
Well, it looked like that play opened up outside off tackle, but Andrew must have seen something inside, turned it up. But the hole doesn't stay open very long with Flomaton.
So from the 11, it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Raiders. Bennett out on this side and Brakefield on the other side, split. Andrew Dauphin, good hole for Dauphin that time. Great blocking again by that offensive line from Houston Academy.
Jim, that looked like a great job. It looked like they pulled the backside guard and tackle, and we came over and kicked out and opened up a nice hole for Andrew, and he exploded in it real quick, picked up some big yardage right there for the Raiders.
I think that was Lit Flowers, number 68. They were running behind her. He was the pulling guard one, and great play there. Andrew Dauphin comes off the field holding that arm, and that's not a good sign. Seth McGowan back in the backfield, number 16. Unbalanced line. This time they'll give it to Seth. Seth's trying to make a crease there, looking for a hole. First down for Seth McGowan, and Coach, he's moving very close to that 1,000 yards.
Looked like the Raiders shifted over to an unbalanced line that time and then went wide and gave Seth a chance to pick his hole. Did a great job once again picking it up. And, again, the thing that's impressive about Seth McGowan is what he does after contact, Jim.
He does. And we've got someone down. I can't read that number. Is that number 51 for the Raiders? Martin Flowers, I believe. Is that?
Can't tell if it's 51 or 31. We'll try to see.
That is 51, and that is Martin Flowers. Martin's had, I think, an ankle or a knee problem most of the season. I think he got injured last week when we played Barber County.
He did. I'm sure that's a recurring injury, and that's just one of those things in football. It's going to be a nagging thing, but Martin is doing a great job of battling through it, playing well for the Raiders.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball sitting at the HA 28-yard line. Fake it this time to Seth. Throw across the middle to Travis Gardner. Travis is trying to get on the outside, still on his feet. Oh, man, great run there by Travis Gardner. Gets knocked out at the 50-yard line.
And we got a flag, Jim. As he got out of bounds, the tackle was made. And can't get his number over there. Looks like 50, what is that, 53?
53, yeah.
53 for Flomaton came in and had a little personal foul right there. We're going to get 15 more yards out of this.
Samuel Mize, a senior for Flomaton, so calling this game close as they should in a first-round playoff game here at Rip Hughes tonight. And you're exactly right. Personal foul against Flomaton. Mark off another 15, and a great run there by Travis Gardner. Great catch and run after the catch.
Travis really coming to play, but I'll tell you another aspect of the Raider offense here tonight that's looking so much better, and that's J.H. Johnson is throwing the ball like he's capable of throwing it.
1st and 10 Raiders, ball at the Flomaton 35-yard line. Jay's back to throw again, looking over here for Joel Bennett. Got Joel open, pick up of maybe 6 on the play.
Kind of surprising, I tell you. I don't know, J.H., you see him kind of double pump. I didn't know. I thought maybe they might be going a little out and go, a little takeoff route, but still, nice pass, nice completion.
Check this out. No huddle now, Coach. Quick offense. Great play there by the coaching staff of Houston Academy. Seth McGowan, not much there for Big Seth.
I'll tell you, Jim, great play, number 43, I believe it is, for Flomaton. Broke through, and Seth gave him an example of his running style because Seth was there 1 second and he wasn't the next, and made some positive yardage out of that play.
Big 43, the fullback, Nicholas Lewis. for Flomaton. Gain picked up 1 yard, so it's going to bring us 3rd down and 3 for the Raiders. Got twins over here, Bennett, Brakefield, and we got a flag goes down on the play. That might be on HA. Look like they could be lined up in the neutral zone. No, they got motion on HA that time.
After the assessment, from the 34, 3rd down 8.
See Big Josh down here on the sideline trying to loosen up a little bit. Maybe he's going to get back in the ball game. JH gets the play from Coach Addison, and that will bring us to 3rd and 7 for the Raiders. That is Seth McGowan. Good hard running again by McGowan.
I tell you, great blocking on the line there again. Seth got in there. One man got a hand on his shirt tail, it seemed like. I tell you, if Seth had broken that loose, it was nothing to green in front of him. But
it was.
Credit to the line again, doing a great job of blocking. Great running by Seth McGowan.
So that'll bring up a 4th down. And a big call here by Coach Addison. 4th down and 5 for the Raiders. Raiders leading this ball game 7-0 over Flomaton in the 2nd quarter. Jace Johnson back throw being pressured. Got a man open. Oh, man. In and out of the hands of Travis Gardner. And intercepted by Flomaton.
Tough luck on that one. Trying to get back to Travis. Just went through the hands. But I tell you the thing again is really impressing me here tonight. J.H. Johnson as well has come to play. When he turned around, there was a Flomaton player right in his face, and Jace make a quick little sidestep move, kind of like Seth McGowan and Andrew do. If he hadn't have made that move, he wouldn't have got that ball off at all. But we're seeing players here tonight that are doing things we hadn't seen a lot this season.
I agree. Give it to Travis. I'm sure that ball was a little wet, went right through the hands, and he had his eye on the ball the whole time. So turn the ball over, 1st and 10 for Flomaton at their own 20. Quick pitch back to number 2. Looks like he's back well. That's Tony Ellis. And I didn't think we were going to keep him out of the ball game very long.
Looked like 65 McLean Boylan out on that play, and then Wesley Moss. But you're right. Got to contain that kid.
Pick up another 1st down for Flomaton. So the ball is moved up to the 31-yard line of Flomaton. So .7:16 left here in the first half at Technology Field here at Rip Hughes. Back to throw is Robinson, looking deep. And number 11 being defended over there. Who was that? Wesley Moss?
That's Wesley Moss, Jim. Wesley, to his credit, was running well with him. He was with the receiver and had him covered. But the receiver looked back and found the ball and went up and made a great catch. But Wesley, at the same time, when that receiver looks, he's got to find that ball also.
Absolutely.
And he's got to turn and go up with him. Everything Wesley did was great except the last thing of finding the ball and go to it.
And he's got to be looking at receiver's eyes, and he knows he's got to turn around and defend that ball. And he probably could have picked that one off. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Flomaton at the Houston Academy 35-yard line. Robinson with the ball, trying to get on the outside. Looked like Borland, number 65, in on the stop with a host of Raiders.
Number 1 again, Travis Gardner was in on that also. Hey, Jim, right now the Raiders have done a pretty good job with the old theory of bend but don't break. You know, Ellis has made some nice runs. He's got some nice blocking on the line, accelerated, but the Raiders have had somebody to track him down every time.
And we've kept him out of the end zone here so far in this first half. Ellis in the eye. And he'll fake to Ellis. This time Robinson's back to throw, being chased. And he's going to throw over here to Ellis and did not make the catch. I don't know what kind of play that was, if it was a screen over here or what it was, but it was.
Yeah, I believe it was a predetermined screen play, trying to get Ellis outside, get some pursuit back on the quarterback, but I was glad to see him get turned around a little bit and not come up with that catch.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Flomaton. I tell you, Coach, this rain has not let up the whole time. Just a light mist, and that's keeping that ball wet and the field wet tonight. Again, Ellis. And, man, read good by that defensive line of Houston Academy.
I'm going to tell you, there's some physical play on the line of scrimmage. I see McLean Borland getting up. I see John May, and our linebacker core is all in there. But the big key is that we have more than one Raider at the point of attack, and these guys are strong, but they're doing a good job of containing them.
They really are. Fourth down for Flomaton. 4th down and 5. Pitch back to Ellis. Great stop there by McLean Borland, Coach. In the backfield to stop Ellis.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to stop and say something. McLean Borland goes back a long way with me, his mother Delane and Dad Mack. And McLean's uncle was a good friend of mine. Taught with me at Ashford High School and out at Wicksburg. He died of a heart attack a few years ago, and he was always talking about McLean, and he just wished the best for him and knew he was a good athlete. I'll tell you what, he would really be proud. McLean Borland has really stepped up, like several other Raiders here tonight. Played Absolutely. A great game.
Ball goes over. Houston Academy starts at their own 34-yard line. Bennett in motion. Fake to Bennett. Give to number 17. Andrew Dolphin's back in the ball game. He came out limping a while ago, Coach. I got a little nervous.
Yeah, I think that's the same play. It looked like the same play that we scored on, though, with Joel Bennett in motion and then trying to get Andrew to hit the gap quick. And it broke open. That time it didn't work quite as well, but we should be able to kick this thing out. I'd like to see us just hold this, and if we go in at 7 at the halftime, momentum's on the Raiders' side.
Clock's moving. 5:07 left here in the first half. Raiders leading this ball game 7-0 over Flomaton. JH looking over here for Brakefield, and Brakefield's down. That's Wilson Brakefield, number 40. Had a flag go down late, too.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure what that flag was for. And the number 22 came in and made a textbook tackle right there, and that's the reason Wilson lay on the ground now. But we're anxious to see. We'll have to wait and see what the flag was all about.
And I'm sure Wilson probably lost his breath on that one. I think I would have. That was a pretty good lick over here.
It looked like we were a little slow. I don't know what JH, whether he just didn't find a receiver or was what he was reading, but he didn't just pop that ball out there really quick. He gave the cornerback plenty of time to see what was going on and to react, which he indeed did.
It's going to be really interesting to see what that call is. Got the medical crew down there working on Wilson Brakefield. Roll. Jim, we'll have to see what this penalty is all about. It was going to be holding on Houston Academy, and they declined the penalty. Or illegal block by the Raiders. Take that back. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Raiders. Ball resting at the Houston Academy 35-yard line. 4:48 left here in the first half. Andrew Dolphin, number 17. Good, hard running by Dolphin. Depending on where we get a spot, Coach, it's going to be close.
Jimmy picked up the first down. You can see the marker by the lineman on the opposite side of the field. I tell you, great blocking on the line, left side of the line for the Raiders. And once again, Andrew Dolphin doing the same thing he's done all year, running hard.
Yeah, that was all Dolphin right there, those last 2 or 3 yards. So 1st and 10 Raiders. That's what we needed right there. Again, Dolphin single set in the backfield with twins right. Oh, this time we make a little quick move, number 99. I think that is.
No, that's
Will McCann.
McCann.
Will McCann, absolutely. So that'll back us up 5, so 1st and 15 for the Raiders. Kramer goes in, and Moss comes out for the Raiders. This time we go to that illegal balance line, not illegal, but unbalanced line. Dolphin gets back up to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the kicking game at Houston Academy. That's one of the things their coach was talking about that he was a little nervous about. We got a great field goal kicker, Will Andre. I think 42 yards is what Will has kicked so far this year. He's kicked, I think, 8 straight his field goals. I know he's made 4 out of the 8 I think he's had this year. Have you got something there on it?
Well, since 2000, H.A. has totaled 56 field goals and has had 8 consecutive years with at least 4, and that record has continued here this season. So the field goal aspect of the Raider offense has been a key element for several years for us, and
right.
I just think the extra points that we're consistent in making, the field goals, and plus tonight the big thing has been the punting of Travis Gardner.
Yeah, Travis has added a different dimension, I think, to our kicking game this year. And here we go. Give it to Andrew Dolphin with the ball, and Andrew's still on his feet, and Andrew is going to be brought down close to another 1st down for the Raiders. Again, hard running and good blocking by the offensive line.
I tell you, you got to appreciate the style of running. Again, we were making comparisons talking about Stanley Jones that used to be here, outstanding running back, but Stanley had that breakaway speed. But these guys, they run well, but they don't have that breakaway speed. They are in their yards after contact. They do such a great job of continuing to run.
3rd down and 1 for the Raiders. Again, Dolphin with the ball, and Dolphin picks up that 1st down. And I'm telling you, they just grind that clock out, keeping it on the ground, Coach. And we've got 3:11 left here in the first half, and the Raiders are leading this ball game 7-0.
And that is a tremendous 1st down, considering the fact that we can control that clock going into the half. But, I know Coach Addison, I'll promise you, the opportunity presents itself. He's going to go for that end zone.
1st and 10 Raiders from the 43-yard line. Dolphin in the backfield with twins left. Gardner in motion. Quick throw over here to Kramer, looking deep over here for Brakefield, and we need a flag down here, Coach, and we're not going to get it.
Yep.
Oh, man.
But great play call by the coaching staff right there. You knew that we're down here in the middle of the field, that we're going to take a shot at that end zone. And that's kind of a little gimmick play right there that Coach Addison's put in preparation for this game, and had a chance right there. We could have caught that ball very easily.
A good pass there by Kramer.
Sure was.
Kramer throws it to Brakefield, and Brakefield was deep, and I thought he got bumped down there, but we had no flag on the play. So we'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. Kramer and Gardner over here split this time. Give it to Dolphin. Tell you just can't say a whole lot. What can we say about the blocking on that line? We can see a hole up here, Coach.
Well, I tell you what, I see him get up, and I know 72 got up right there with him. And so Andrew's smart enough to know you get in behind that big old broad shoulders of Josh Williford, and he'll take you to glory sometime. But nice blocking on the left side.
3rd down 3 for the Raiders. Looked like Jay just did a sneak that time, Coach, and it's going to be real close to a 1st down, and it is a 1st down for the Raiders.
Tell you what, this is just a well-executed game plan, and I think the Raiders here tonight are doing a great job of implementing the plan that the coaches have put together. And, if they can stick this in, Jim, this can be really big.
And what a wealth of knowledge we got down there on that sideline. I know you are very proud of those guys, and you've told me all through the season, I tell you what, 2A football, you won't find a better coaching staff than what Houston Academy's got.
Absolutely.
Back to throw is J.H. Johnson across the middle, and he's got Joel Bennett for a snag right there. What a great catch by Bennett.
I tell you, Joel had a couple of big drops here, back in 2 or 3 games back. And, sometimes your confidence kind of goes a little bit. But Joel is an outstanding athlete everybody knows in all 3 sports. And once again, though, I tell you, I can't wait to look back at the film and watch J.H. Johnson sit in that pocket, keep those feet moving a little bit, and just let him break open. And when he did, he threw a strike. That was just an outstanding play on both ends.
J.H. is having a great ball game. Rain still coming down here tonight in this first round of the playoffs, but J.H. is really doing a great job in that backfield. Got flags flying here before we got that snap off. See what this is all about. Boy, Coach, we could put one more in for halftime. That would be excellent. It is going to be on the Raiders. It's going to be motion on the Raiders, so they're going to back us up to 5. So 1st and 15 for the Raiders.
First down right here. We're on the 20-yard line. That's still we have a great opportunity here. I think we have plenty of things that we can throw at them. It's just a matter of execution again.
J.H. back to throw, rolling out right. Got a man open, Travis Gardner. Travis Gardner looking for the end zone and going to be run out of bounds about the 3. What else can you say about Gardner? What a ball game he's playing tonight.
I tell you, but again, Travis is bringing his normal game. The big key that I see here tonight is the play of J.H. Johnson. Travis was running that little flare pattern, a little out route there, and that's not easy to hit a man on the run, but he hit him in mid-stride. What a great pass and a great catch.
Gardner comes out. Ball will be spotted at the Flomaton 3-yard line. Gives the ball to Dauphin, and Dauphin just ducks his head and gets down to the 1. And he's in for the end zone for a touchdown. Andrew Dauphin. Oh, man, these Raiders, what a game plan like you said, Coach. I tell you what, these coaches have done a heck of a job getting these Raiders ready for this first playoff game. 3 yards and takes it in for the score. Will Andre back to kick the extra point with Tony Kirkland. How about Torrey Kirkland holding the ball? Down the kick. I don't know what happened on that one, but Will didn't. He was looking. I don't think he got it down quite quick enough, so the extra point is no good. Houston Academy leading this ball game 13-0. And Flomaton 0. 51 seconds left here in the first half. Back to kick is Will Andre for the Raiders. Just a squib kick. Going to number 5, and he's going to cover it up right there at the 35. So Flomaton will take the ball at their own 35 with 47 seconds left here in the first half at Rip Hughes Stadium tonight. Rain still coming down here at Technology Field. First round of the 2A high school playoffs. Houston Academy in the royal blue with Flomaton in the white. Quarterback back to throw, gives it to number 2. That's Ellis. Ellis is trying to get on the outside, and Ellis is on the outside, still on his feet. He's going to be run down there at the Houston Academy 38-yard line. Big gain on the play by Tony Ellis, number 2. On 1st and 10, Flomaton. Back to throw is number 17 for Flomaton, being pressured by Steele Carnegie and intercepted right there by number 58, Lit Flowers. Great pressure there by Steele Carnegie. So the Raiders will take over right there. They're on 37 with 24 seconds left here in the first half. Raiders leading this ball game 13-0 over Flomaton. What a great catch there by Lit Flowers. And Jace Johnson will just sit down on the ball and let the clock run out. And that will be the end of the first half here at Rip Hughes Stadium. Houston Academy leading this ball game 13-0 over the Flomaton Hurricanes, first round of the 2A high school playoffs. Jim Boone, Coach Jim Robbins will be right back to bring you the halftime festivities in the second half of this ball game at Rip Hughes tonight. Coach, we're getting ready to start the second half here at Rip Hughes Stadium. Talk in the locker room is keep the ball out of number 2's hand, Tony Ellis, and ground control like we've had. Keep the ball on the ground, hold on to the ball, and let's win this second half.
Well, Jim, they got to play the second half just like they did the first one, no doubt. That one extra point right there could come into play, but you know they've got every reason to play hard this half. They've come out great momentum coming into this thing, so let's just look forward to a good second half for Houston Academy.
Will Andre kicking, just a little squib kick over here, and number 57 will just hang on to it and go to the ground. That's Michael Knight. So Flomaton will take over right there at their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10 Flomaton. Yeah, a lot of talk in the locker room about ball control and keep containing Tony Ellis, number 2, who could break it at any minute. And that is their big fullback in the backfield, number 43, Nicholas Lewis, and also Ellis in the backfield. And they'll give to Lewis on this outside. Good hole there, and there goes Lewis down the field. And that's Travis Gardner is going to bring him down. And another big gain, 15-yard gain by Ellis.
You know, I tell you, Jim, I'm not sure that a large percentage, we look back at this thing, that the area they're moving the ball the best is on the left side of their offensive line. So I know Coach Addison is becoming aware of that and make some adjustments, but we need to shore up that side because there's been some big gaps that he's run through on the left side.
You're right. Every time they run, it's been over to this side of the field. And big Josh, I don't know if Josh had a hip pointer and he's come out of the ball game, and I don't know if he's still maybe hurt a little bit. So that'll bring up a 1st 10 for Flomaton. Quick pitch back to Ellis. This time they're going to do a little reverse. Number 21, read good by Houston Academy, and being brought down there by number 61, it looked like. Oh, number 16. Yeah,
Seth McGowan. But I'll tell you what I like there. Jace Johnson in there did a great job of staying at home and came back and did a good job of turning him back inside, not letting him get all the way to the sideline. So a little trickery there from Flomaton, but not bad play for the Raiders.
Pickup of 6 by Flomaton, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 for the Hurricanes of Flomaton. Gardner comes limping off the field, number 1. Hopefully he'll be back in the ball game shortly. Robinson back to throw for Flomaton. Got a man open, number 43, and I don't know what that was. Number 16, which is McGowan, I guess, thought he didn't catch the ball.
That's all I can figure out because he just reached up and pushed him like he had dropped the football or something, and kid keeps on running and picks up a big gain and a big 1st down deep in our territory here now.
And I imagine one of the coaches will have something to say to McGowan when he comes over to the sideline. 1st and 10 for Flomaton. Ball sitting at the Houston Academy 15. So, boy, they're on the move quickly here in the second half, Coach. Got the big boy in the backfield, Lewis and Ellis.
Hard count, Jim, and we knew that. That was on the scouting report that they will do that. And so they come down here and get in on the 15-yard line. A hard count puts it 1st and 5 now at the 10. Good play on Flomaton's part. We've got to be a little more disciplined down here.
So mark it off against HA. So it'll be 1st and 5 against 1st and 5 for Flomaton. Rain has not lit up the whole ball game here tonight in this first playoff game. That's Ellis looking for the sideline, trying to get on the outside, and he tiptoes in the end zone, and that's Tony Ellis.
That's speed running to the corner, running to the pylon of the corner. Just the speed that we were afraid of, and it's finally paid off for him. Be interesting to see, Jim. We know about a kicking game to see exactly what they do here on the extra point. I'm sure they'll try it, but see how successful they are.
But looks like they're going for two, Coach Robbins.
Yeah.
Got a loaded backfield this time. And now the big boy goes in motion. And they'll give it to Ellis. Nope, rolling out the throw. That's Robinson, and he's going to hit the corner of the end zone, and Ellis gets in for the touch for the extra point. So that'll be Flomaton 8 and Houston Academy 13. Coach, that didn't take long.
No, it didn't. I'll tell you, we sat back. We had the pass covered completely back in the end zone. Great coverage, but we had lost containment on the line of scrimmage, and quarterback managed to just carry it on to the pylon. And a big touchdown right here. That's not what we needed here, but so game on again, Jim. They come in and get a big two-point conversion, so Raiders have got to get back to work.
Certainly do. Coach Addison down on the field talking to that special teams group, and really need a good return here on this kickoff. Got Joel Bennett, number 9, back deep for Houston Academy, along with 17, which is Andrew Dolphin, and also Travis Gardner, number 1, back there. Number 53 kicking off. That's Mize for Flomaton. I would imagine it'll be a short kick. And it is just a squib kick. This time it'll go to Kirkland, and Torrey Kirkland just covered up right there at the 36-yard line. So Houston Academy will take the ball there. They're on 36.
Jim, once again, we have an opportunity here, but we've just got to understand there's two halves in this game, and as of right now, Flomaton has regained some momentum. It's back to doing what we did so well in the first half, and that is just simply execute the game plan.
First and 10 Raiders. Johnson gives it to Seth McGowan, number 16. Hard running there by Seth. Pick up a 5 on the play.
Pretty good hold at the point of attack here, Jim, but once again, those linebacker core for Flomaton steps up, close that hole pretty quick, but short gain, looks like, about 4 or 5 yards there, and so not bad position here for second down.
Second down and 5 for HA. Again, McGowan trying to get on the outside, still on his feet. McGowan still running hard. Going to bring up another first down for Seth McGowan.
You know, that's a little hesitation move, but he's done so much all year. It looked like he's going to turn it on and go to the corner, and he sees a guy that's going to outflank him, and he just kind of slows and hesitates for a minute. The guy slows up, and then he accelerates again. I tell you, just, again, good running, a totally different style, but it's a lot of fun to watch and very effective.
Really is. So first and 10 for the Raiders. Ball sitting at the HA 47-yard line. Johnson back to throw. Looking across the middle. Oh, man. Oh, I thought we had one. Great defensive play there by number
21.
21 for Flomaton. Spears.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, again, J.H. sitting back. Great blocking by the line of scrimmage. He had plenty of time to sit and find his receiver, and he found Joel and delivered a nice ball. 21 just made an outstanding defensive play.
He really did. Joel was behind him, and Joel could see nothing but daylight for that end zone. He was heading that way. Great play by Spears, number 21. Should have had a flag there. Flomaton jumped. No flags on the play. Boy, they missed one on that one, Coach.
You know, we were sitting right on the line of scrimmage right here, Jim. Yeah. Pretty good point of view. But you're right. I thought that we'd get a penalty right there and pick up 5, but didn't happen.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Raiders. Clock's moving, 7:45 here in the 3rd quarter. Andrew Dolphin with the ball, number 17.
Another good run, though, by Andrew. But that time on contact, it wasn't just one guy. They had 2 or 3 at contact putting him down right there and held him short. So we're going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 and bring up a punting situation. So we're going to have to give it back to Flomaton. Travis Gardner, number 1, back deep to punt for HA. Robinson and Ellis back deep for Flomaton.
Roll.
Good kick by Travis Gardner.
Oh, man. One more. For the 3rd time tonight, Travis Gardner has done his job. I tell you, with another kick that looks like it's down right at the 6-yard line, and they've got a long field in front of them. So the kicking game could indeed be the difference here tonight.
What a great roll there he got on that ball right at the 6-yard line, 5.5-yard line, we're going to call it. So Flomaton is back deep in their own territory.
You know, Jim, again, they've put Ellis over to the right side where we normally roll when we do our little rugby-type kick, and then we just stayed in the pocket back there and just did a nice kick out of bounds right at the 5.
This time they'll go with an unbalanced line, put those guys in the eye. This time they'll give it to Ellis. They'll run to that side. Oh, man, good defensive play there by the Raiders. An initial stop by number 5, J.H. Johnson, our quarterback.
I tell you, J.H. has really stepped up. Like he's got a little cramp out there going on. Hoping that's all it is. But, that's been the beauty of this defense tonight is somebody made initial contact, and then there was 2 or 3 or 4 Raiders right there ready to put it away.
Yeah, it looks like J.H. is cramping out there with a little bit of help out there by one of his teammates.
Captain Macy Spindler. Co-captain Margaret Malone.
2nd down and 8 for the Raiders. For Flomaton. Oh, man. Throw over there by Robinson, and looks like Travis Gardner nailed that receiver, and he is down. But a great hit there by Travis, clean hit.
We didn't get the same quality shot that 22 put on. Who was
that was Brakefield.
Wilson took a shot earlier, but it was pretty close. Travis, and it was nice coverage. He didn't have such a big cushion right there. He felt like he could run with him, and but when he saw the pass, the route he was running, Travis recovered and got a lick on him. So. Got the right man on that coverage.
And that's what you would expect in a high school playoff first round here. Some good licks going on out there, but all of them very legal that we've seen so far. These HA had an off week last week, got everybody healthy, and got a lot of practices in, Coach, and as you can see, they were well scouted, this Flomaton team, and they came to play tonight.
Great play that time, buddy.
That number 75, Coach, in on the stop. Is that what I'm seeing?
That was at 35. Came in and cleaned it up, finished it up. It looked like still Carnegie. I know this. They went back to the left side of the line. This time we had, we talked about how the coaches had seen that. That had been the direction that they had run very successfully. That time there was nothing there.
No, sir. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for Flomaton. And Flomaton takes a timeout. And we'll take a timeout with 5:52. Jim Boone and Coach Jim Robbins. We'll be right back. Odom back to kick for Flomaton. 4th and 7. Ooh, high snap. No rush. And Odom gets it off the side of his foot, and we had nobody back, and we're just going to let it roll dead right there. Hey, Coach, we're going to have some good field position. Look where the ball's sitting at the Flomaton 38-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, H.A.
Another great opportunity. They come out and got the momentum with that touchdown early. The Raiders need to take advantage of this opportunity to deepen their territory, execute, get those points back.
5:42 left here in the 3rd quarter. Houston Academy leading this ball game 13-6, 13-8 over Flomaton. Number 17, Andrew Dolphin with the ball. Not much there. Tell you what, Coach, we got a pretty good turnout for a really rainy Friday night here at Rip Hughes tonight. Got the umbrellas up, but a good turnout for HA.
It really is. The stadium is kind of a speckling of people all around, but we've got, you put them all together, got a nice little crowd here tonight, but they're certainly getting their money's worth in a ball game.
Absolutely. You got to be a real football fan to stick out this way. The rain has not stopped all night. Dolphin with the ball. Pick up of 3 on the play, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4 for the Raiders.
You wouldn't be surprised at this point in time if they don't have 1 or 2 of those guys in defense over there that's got number 17, if he's in there, they're looking for him, and then Seth when he's in there also, because, they've been doing a lot of damage and a little different series this time.
Got twins over here this time. Give it again. Oh, man, they stuck Andrew that time. There was nothing there. We even got a helmet come off there with number 59. Good lick there by 59, who is Lambert.
That's what I'm saying. I really believe that right now that they have just got somebody locked on to him, 1 or 2, and just saying these are the guys that's doing the damage. They're going to beat us with somebody else. And see what Coach asked. Looks like we're going to go for this thing here.
Like you said, I think they did some adjustments in their locker room at halftime and talked about some of the plays that we were running right at them, and they slowed us up some.
Yeah, they have a few more people that's paying attention to 17 and, I guess 15 is.
Yeah, 17 is Dolphin and 15 McGowan. And I assume McGowan must have got his yardage tonight to get him up to that 1,000 yards.
I certainly hope so. He's had several nice runs here, and I would certainly think they totaled up and couldn't happen to a better young man.
Some of that coaching staff down there, Coach, we can talk about you. They all work for you. Could you go ahead and name some of those coaches down there? Put you on the spot, didn't I, Coach?
That's a pretty good challenge for me right there, but we have an awful lot of guys down there. Tony Kirkland is down there, and, from our JV program, and does a great job. Jason Richards, his assistant, and, of course, George Kennedy is helping out, and, Corey Weed is down there doing his usually enthusiastic, pumping them up type thing, and, that's playing a big role here tonight. The intensity and enthusiasm has definitely been on
Coach Richard Anderson and Coach Addison's down there, which do a great job scouting. And
That's Pat. We got to get a flag there.
I cannot believe we did get a flag over here, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Right across the middle. That was from McCann, Will McCann.
We have a flag back in the backfield here also. We may have a roughing the passer with it.
Had McCann open across the middle.
And you got another one on the other sideline. It looks like it's probably on the bench. This could be big, Jim.
Ooh, it could. We got 3 flags on one play here, and they're talking it over. And I don't know if that head official knows there's 3 flags or not.
They're still talking on the other side over there, but that flag's on the ground, and that's all we need to see.
Yeah, Coach Vickers over there is letting that official have it over on his sideline. Pass interference is what they've called, and I guess that's what all 3 flags are for, Coach. They will make sure they didn't let that one get by. And also we got one over on the side, and now the other official going to look at that. Got a dead ball foul, and they are not within their lines over there, Coach. It looks like it'll be another 5-yard penalty. Or is that just a warning?
That's what I'm wondering, if it's a sideline warning.
They gave him a warning, okay. So H.A. is going to take over 1st and 10 right there, and the ball sitting at the 11-yard line, the Flomaton 11-yard line. Jace Johnson gives it off to number 17.
Touchdown.
And there's McGowan right in the end zone. How about that? Andrew Dolphin, I'm sorry.
Tell you now, that was some nice blocking, and it's some nice running by Dolphin right there also. Once again, you know, from up here we have such a great view, but now he hit the hole and was untouched in there, and then made a couple nice moves, and the Raiders have really responded extremely well to this. This could be big.
What a hole there, Coach. We got to talk about that offensive line and defensive line in a few minutes, but I tell you, what great blocking by the Houston Academy offensive line tonight. You and I might have been able to put that one in, Coach. Like you said, up here we can see the holes. Jace Johnson throwing across the middle there for the extra point, and it's been intercepted there by number 58. So Houston Academy leads this ball game 19-8 over Flomaton. We'll take a break. Jim Boone, Coach Jim Robbins here bringing you the first round of the high school playoffs here at Rip Hughes Stadium tonight. Getting ready to kick off here. The Will Andre kicking off. Rain coming down, wind blowing. Boy, we got it all coming on down now, Coach. Little squib kick over here, and Andre's going to kick it out of bounds. Looked like a late hit there by
it sure was.
54 hit Andre, but no flag on the play, so Foreman's going to have pretty good field position.
Well, there's a play, you know, I talked to you a little earlier about that I think Coach Jackson had in the books and he worked on this week, is where on the kickoff it appears that the front 5 for Flomaton appears to bail out pretty quickly, and felt like that we could push that thing on this side, and if we didn't push it out of bounds, and we had some speed over here trying to get that ball. If we get it, then we're back in there ready to score again.
Coach Addison called Will Andre over the sideline, had a few words. Obviously it didn't, what's supposed to happen didn't happen. So Flomaton takes over right there at midfield, 1st and 10, 3:34 left here in the third quarter. Robinson back to throw. Got a man open over here, in and out of the hands of number 21 for Flomaton, and that's Spears. So incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for Flomaton.
Travis Gardner on the coverage over there, and that's our guy that we need over there on that wide side of the field in case he does receive it. But Jim, I tell you what, I like seeing. I hope they get in that desperation mode where they start throwing it and take it out of Ellis's hand.
Tell you, it hadn't been that many fumbles tonight, and it has been a wet field tonight here at Rip Hughes. Quick pitch out to Ellis. Travis Gardner in on the stop. Would not let him get around that corner. Great stop there by Gardner.
That's athlete against athlete right there, one-on-one. Travis equal to the task. Once again, Coach Jackson talked about how Ellis is very good about on the sweep, about trying to set up inside and then bounce it outside, which is what he tried to do there. But, Travis did a great job of not biting on the end move. And when he tried to bounce outside, he was there to make the tackle.
So that'll bring up a loss on the play. 3rd down and 12 for Flomaton. Robinson back to throw. He's faking. He's being chased by Andre. And he's just going to dump it off over there and get rid of the ball. And we got a flag that went down over there.
I saw number 50. That's John May that was chasing him as he was headed to the sideline. Well, that's a tough call right there. We had him struggling and on the run.
And we got a personal foul against us over on that sideline over there. I sure didn't see anything from up here. I don't know.
Well, it's one of those deals, Jim. You see, when a guy chases and runs him for 30, 40 yards out there, it's just hard to turn down a leg. But that's where the discipline factor comes in. And that was a big play for Flomaton right there that they really didn't earn that we gave them. Now we've got to play some serious defensive football.
I still don't understand that call unless it was a late hit over on the sideline, but it looked like the quarterback was running out of bounds. So.
Yeah, and it may not have been, John. I don't know, but it was a personal foul over there.
1st and 10 for Flomaton. That's Ellis with the ball trying to get on the outside. And Ellis is going to pick up 5 on the play. It'd be 2nd down and 5 for Flomaton.
It's a little straight power football right there, one-on-one, getting Ellis a chance to get up in there, and then if something opens up, he can kick it out of there and go. But
boy, we got a blowing rain coming in now, and the temperature is dropping here in the 3rd quarter. That's big 43 with the ball. That's their big fullback, Lewis, and Lewis is going to pick up a 1st down.
35, still Carnegie stepped up to meet him and brought him down, but it was only after a big gain, like you said, picked up a 1st down. And, this is going to be another one of those, big drives that will make a difference in the game. We had the game under control that last touchdown, but we can't let them slip back in it right here.
1st and 10, ball sitting at the Houston Academy 28-yard line. Robinson's going to give off this time to number 21. That's Spears. Spears still on his feet, still trying to get on the outside. And being brought down there by number 31 for Houston Academy, Andrew Tarwater. Man, what a good run there by Spears.
The play looked like it almost wasn't going to go. He was out at the wing on the right side. Looked like they probably ran a trout back and then brought him back inside. And it didn't look like it was that well executed, but when you got a good athlete toting the mail right there, he can make good things happen, and he did.
Tell you, Flomaton brought a pretty good crowd over here tonight. Pretty good drive from Flomaton, Alabama over to Dothan, and with this weather, pretty decent crowd. That's Ellis, number 2. Brought down by number
65, McLean Borland.
Moreland, and number also 57 was in on. That's Pena, Marco Pena.
I'll tell you what we've seen, though, they tried to run that left side that was so successful in the first half. I haven't seen them really make anything of any, substance here on that left side this second half. So it's good to see that we've made adjustments and changed and shut that down.
Clock's moving, 23 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
Big Josh has got him.
Oh, Big Josh slings him down, too. Number 40 with the ball didn't go anywhere when he ran to Big Josh. That's Woods.
I'll take a 340-pounder over a 228-pounder every time.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 10 for Flomaton. That's be the end of the 3rd quarter. Houston Academy is leading this ball game 13-8 over Flomaton. Jim Boone, Coach Jim Robb, we'll be right back to bring you the 4th quarter.
Flomaton comes out on 3rd down and 10, a run up the middle right here. Once again, number 2, Ellis on the carry, brings it down inside the 5. Ball looks like it'll be placed at about the 2.5-yard line. Flomaton threatening here with 11:49 going in the ball game.
Rain coming down sideways still here at Technology Field tonight. And Flomaton is threatening. Ball sitting on the 3-yard line of HA. Guy whistles blowing and blew it dead before the play. See what this is all about. Illegal substitution on Flomaton, so that'll back them up 5. Bring up a 1st down and 8 for 1st and goal for Flomaton. Ball's resting on the Houston Academy 8-yard line.
And Jim, at the 2.5, we could pretty much anticipate a straight ahead just in between the tackle power and smash mouth type play.
Yep.
But now they backed up a little bit, it's that, but maybe Ellis goes back to the corner.
Ellis in the eye, number 2. Robinson's going to throw it over the corner for Spears. And in and out of the hands of Spears, but great defense again there by Travis Gardner, number 1 for Houston Academy.
It's a well-thrown ball right there, Jim, on a fade route over in the corner. But like you said, Travis Gardner has come to play here tonight and made an outstanding play to knock that ball down.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and goal for the Raiders. 10:57 left in this ball game. Houston Academy leading the game 19-8 over Flomaton tonight here at Rip Hughes. First round of the 2A high school playoffs. Same formation. Going to give it to Ellis this time. Man, what a host of Raiders in on the stop, and it looked like Lit Flowers was leading the pack, and also McLean Borland. Tell you what, McLean came to play tonight, didn't he, Coach?
Like you said, I think McLean and Lit in there initially, and then the characteristic trademark of the Raider defense tonight is everybody's wanting to get in on the play. Gang tackling tonight has been exceptional for Houston Academy.
Jim will give another PSA from the High School Athletic Association. Our society, winning has become comes before everything, but if winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, then nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a declined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and to practice the golden rule. Good sports are always winners, and that comes to you from the Alabama High School Football Association.
Jim, the STAR program that was implemented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association, I think is a great thing. All the players had to go online and take that test, and coaches had to do the same and talk about situations where you could get a little out of control. And it's just a great thing, I think, that we need in high school athletics.
Here we go, 3rd down and goal for Flomaton. Gonna give it to Big Ellis, number 2, and another. The Raiders, I mean, you just can't say enough for the Raiders. And that man down the sideline, Coach Richard Anderson, has a lot to do with that.
Richard Anderson, I tell you, people oftentimes watch to see what coaches do on the sideline. They don't see the hours that they spend behind the scenes. Richard Anderson has always taken the film and created the scouting report, and if you ever had a chance to see one, you see how thorough a job he does. But that does not come to pass very easily. It takes an awful lot of time, and the credit goes to Richard Anderson for doing a tremendous job for Houston Academy.
Bring up a 4th down and goal for Flomaton. This time, Flomaton decides to take a timeout right before the ball is snapped. So timeout on the field. 9:50 left here in the 4th quarter. Houston Academy leading this ball game 13-8, and we'll be right back. Fourth and goal for Flomaton. Pitch back to Ellis. Ellis is back to throw. He's looking in the corner, and it's tossed up. Great defensive play there by Travis Gardner, Coach.
I was a little afraid right there. They ran the halfback pass, but had 21 sitting over here. They got in the end zone. Travis was in great position to make the play, but I thought we might just have a little height disadvantage.
I did too.
But a great play by Travis to get up and obviously get enough on the ball to deflect it.
And he had some help there by 3 other Raiders in that corner. So Houston Academy to take the ball there at their own 8-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders going the opposite direction. And here comes Gardner off the field, and let me tell you, that kid has played a heck of a ball game tonight.
He ought to sleep well tonight, Jim.
He should. He should. 9:43 left here in the ball game. Look who it is. Andrew Dauphin, number 17. Andrew Dauphin. Coach, can you believe this? Look at this kid. Great run at the Houston Academy 8-yard line. I mean, at the Flomaton 8-yard line. So what, an 82-yard run? No.
I think it was more than that. They were inside. Yeah, inside the 5. I'd call it. I thought that's a 95-yarder, isn't it?
We'll call it 95. It sounds good to me.
I'll tell you what.
And Andrew broke a couple of tackles here in midfield and still turned it on.
A great move, though. When he started, he was moving right, and he slid back to his left with an outstanding move that broke him in the open. So just a great run by Andrew Dauphin.
I talked to Andrew this week. I saw him coming out of the rehab. He had been over to rehab at Flowers Hospital, and I said, Andrew, you ready to play ball? And he said, yes, sir. I am well, and I am ready to play this week, and it sure looked like it. Andre up to kick the extra point. It was no good. So Houston Academy leads this ball game 26-8 over Flomaton. Jim Boone, Coach Jim Robbins, and we'll be right back with 9:26 left in the ball game. We'll on. See if Andre lets loose this time. Nope, he's going to squib kick it again. Over here, number 6. And the number 6 loses the ball and gets out of bounds, but they'll take the ball right there. Or excuse me, number 5, Robbins for Flomaton. So Flomaton will take the ball right there at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, we're playing great defense here tonight, Jim. So Coach Aston is just not going to give them a 6 points on one play. They're going to have to drive it down the field. So we're going to kick it where we can cover it and make those guys go to work.
That's number 7. That's Robbins with the ball, trying to get on the outside. Brought down over there by Travis Gardner.
Dominique Robinson carries at left end. Brought down by Travis Gardner and Jared Metcalf. Play gains 5 yards from the 45. 2nd down 5.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 for Flomaton. Back to throw is number 17 for Flomaton. That's Halsey, and the pass is incomplete. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 for Flomaton.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go to the passing game here, run like a 10-yard out. We had Joel Bennett, number 8, and Travis Gardner, again, number 1 over there, so had great coverage. Raiders continuing to play a good, solid defense.
Tom Robinson in motion. He'll give it to Spears, number 21, and just nothing there, Coach. Great defensive play. Is that big Josh Williford getting up?
Well, it was, but if you'll notice 33, that was Will Andre that was over there, and what a great play right there to just stay at home, because when they tried, the motion, and then they tried to go back to the backside, and when they did, Will had just sat right there at home, stayed home, hadn't tried to do too much. and the ball came to him. He shut it down, and, of course, it's nice to have Josh Williford come in there and help you put it down.
And fourth down, they're not going to punt the ball. They're not going to give it back to us, so they're going for it. Fourth down and 6. Robinson back to throw, looking over here. Just overthrown by Spears, number 21, and defended in by Travis Gardner, number 1. So the ball goes over, Coach.
Well, Jim, you can see a little frustration on Flomaton's part, and understandably so. They came in, had that great running back with a great yardage, and had a great season. And Houston Academy has just simply taken this thing from the original whistle here, and has established control of the line of scrimmage, and has let Flomaton run a little bit, but not get in the end zone much.
So Houston Academy takes over right there at the Flomaton 44-yard line. Give it to number 16. That's Seth McGowan. Ball's loose. I think they're going to call him down, but a good hard running again by McGowan.
Did you see it, Jim? When he got through the line of scrimmage, he made 2 spin moves, and one was in one direction and one was in the other direction. Just showing the quality of running back of Seth McGowan and Andrew Dolphin. I tell you, 2 workhorses that have just done a great job.
Really have. 7:17 left in this ball game. Houston Academy is leading at 26-8 over Flomaton, and Flomaton's got a player down on the field. Coach, I believe the rain might have let up a little bit. We can tell the temperature is dropping though as that front comes in. But my goodness, what a wet field we've had tonight here at Rip Hughes.
It has been it's had a little bit, really truly we just had a good little bit of the traditional football weather. Had a little rain in here, temperature dropping down, but it just puts a little chill in the air, feels good. I know the players like that little lower temperature out there, and so both sides have had a little trouble with footing early on, but since then it's been just solid defense out there on behalf of Houston Academy.
That's big number 72, Cody Williamson. He's a 6'2", 245 senior for Flomaton that goes off the field. This is I think they've got 13 seniors on this Flomaton team, so it is a very experienced squad here they brought over here to play us in this first-round playoff. Seth McGowan trying to make those spin moves, and Coach, he's got another first down, and I know he's hit that over that 1,000-yard mark for his season.
Another big thing, Jim, Josh Williford is on the strong side to the right. That time that ball goes to the left side, and great blocking once again by the Raider offensive line. And, we're just getting great play by this entire Houston Academy team here tonight. What a great job of scouting and putting a game plan together by the coaching staff, and players have certainly come and executed this game tonight.
You just can't say enough. The coaches and the players have worked hard to get to where they are and beat a very good, it looks like they're going to beat a very good Flomaton team. And that area over there is a very strong region. Again, Seth McGowan with the ball, but look at that region over there, Coach. You got the number 1 team in the region, Leroy, which this team got beat by, and then you got Mulry, who is the number 2 region team over there, and I think they're even ranked. And then you got this Flomaton team, and then you got Washington County. That's the top 4 over there, and I tell you, they're strong.
They are, but I tell you what, Houston Academy certainly making a statement out of this team here tonight, and it's that play, it just looked good. Lynn Flowers out leading the play right there, just having a big time. It's fun down there the way they're playing now.
First down for Houston Academy, and Coach Addison, what he's so good at, time management, and he's going to milk that clock all he can. I don't blame him with 5:56 left in the ball game.
Look at that block.
Seth McGowan lays the ball down, but is recovered by the Raiders. And again, like you said, good blocking by the offensive line.
I just love it. We pulled 2 linemen right there to the right side, and they do a great job of blocking. He just gets in behind them, and he does a great job really of following his blocking. He lets them take him for what he can get out of them. And then when it's time to break out and make a move, he does so, and does a great job then after contact.
Banks Todd, number 70, is our center. And we'll name some of these guys. I know Lit Flowers in there. Josh Williford's in there on the offensive line. Number 51's in there now. That's Martin Flowers. He's back in the ball game. Who am I leaving out there, Coach?
Will McCann, 99.
Will McCann's in there. 47 is in there, is Britt Owen on that offensive line. 57, that's Marco Pena. So, you know, tell you what, they have really been opening the hose up for McGowan and for Dauphin tonight.
You know, a lot of credit's got to go. You know, one kid, Banks Todd, you know, early on a couple of years ago, he was playing baseball and playing football, but he was a big guy. But the thing you notice, he could move really well for a guy his size. But, you know, he made a commitment to get in that weight room and get stronger and kind of dedicate himself to football. And he is really anchoring the center of that offensive line.
Really
Those other guys you called off are all doing a great job here tonight. But, you know, it's always great to have a guy that's a consistent blocker and performer there on the handling that football, getting a good snap, and then getting off and doing a great job of blocking. So I know the coach staff is really going to be proud of both sides of the football and things that have been done here tonight. Yeah,
Banks has stayed fairly healthy. He started, I think, every game this season, and like you said, he's been the anchor on that offensive line, and you got to have a good center there to lead that offensive line. And Banks, I believe he'll be back next year, won't he? Banks isn't he a junior this year? Yeah, he's a junior, 5'10", 217. So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Raiders. 5:11 left in the ball game. Dauphin, 17 with the ball. Dauphin close to another 1st down.
Once again, 72, Josh Williford pulling and folding around and leading that up into the hole. We got a flag on the play here. We'll have to see what's going on here now.
Dolphins coming up a little bit limping, but his buddy McGowan goes right in to take his place. Tell you what, a lot of these players, they'll know they've been in the ball game tonight. There's been some pretty good hitting here in this first round playoff game.
I'll tell you what, those two kids right there all year long have been like a dynamic duo, and it doesn't matter who's in there. Both of them, they both run hard, and it is just, I know they enjoy going in and relieving each other. Hey, nice job, Con. And then he goes in and gets his job done, and I know they really enjoy working together on that offensive side.
Penalty was against Flomaton, so that'll move them all down to the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Raiders. McGowan trying to find a seam there, pick up maybe one on the play.
Close to the goal line.
Like it's spotted inside the 1 right there. So just steady grind right now. I know Flomaton probably back on their heels a little bit, so I'm sure Coach Addis is just going to keep plugging it right away and get that end zone one more time.
Clock's moving, 4:15 left in the ball game. Touchdown Raiders. And I believe that was McGowan that time.
Yeah, it's about time. Andrew Dauphin scored 4 touchdowns tonight. Seth finally got one.
Houston Academy leading this ball game 32-8 over Flomaton. Happy HA crowd. Bands playing. Everybody's happy here tonight. Range let up. Kicking the extra points, number 79 for Houston Academy. And that's old Cammy Chocat. And so Houston Academy leading this ball game 32-8 and 4:11 left in the ball game. Will Andre back to kick for Houston Academy. Another scrib kick goes to number 5. And he's going to throw it back to Ellis. And look at this, Coach. Ellis is going to pick the ball up, just cover it up. And I don't quite figure that one out.
Well, they're trying to get it in the hands of their big game player, but he must have threw that ball, looked like 25, 30 yards back there and missed Ellis. And when Ellis finally got to the ball, I think he knew what was he had a bullseye on his back. He just chose to lay on it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
But I know I saw one guy streaking toward him that was trying to get a shot, and that was number 35 still going to keep. That's the wrong guy to have after you.
Oh, my.
Nice job.
So Flomaton is going to take over right there at their own 16-yard line. I believe this might be a passing situation. Nope, they're going to give it to the good man, Mr. Ellis. And I'll tell you what, we have contained him and stopped him most of the night. He's had 2 or 3 long runs, but 13, who is that? Is that Michael Reagan in on the stop?
Well, Michael has steadily become a good linebacker for Houston Academy. He's really grown a lot this year, and he's going to be one that we'll call out his name a lot before he leaves.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for Flomaton. Second down and 8 for Flomaton. Back to throw is Robinson. Being chased by Steele Carnegie. And over here it goes to Spears, number 21, and being brought down there by number 30 for the Raiders, Trace Kane.
That was a nice job of staying with that pass for the Flomaton quarterback, because 35 Steele Carnegie was bearing down on him pretty quickly, but he delivered a nice ball for the reception, picked up a 1st down. No, he didn't. That's what's his 3rd down?
Yes, that's 3rd down and 1 for Flomaton. Clock's moving, 2:50 left in the ball game. Robinson back to throw again, looking deep. Got number 5 open, and it's going to be picked off. Oh, I thought, who was that? Number 12. Is that, that's Emory Griffiths.
Yeah, he had great position, maintaining depth and not letting him get deeper, and was in position to make the interception, and receiver came back from the backside. It's one of those things that you could get a pass interference call on the offense right there, but they were both going for the football. But nice play right there by Emory Griffith.
4th down and 1 for Flomaton. Ball sitting at the Flomaton 25. Pitch back to the big fullback, number 43. Lewis, and Lewis is going to pick up a 1st down.
Jim, I noticed number 61, Tommy Akindura, got in there, the nose guard, for a little action. As Coach Addison and other coaches are moving some young players in there, but I just watched him on that play. Got a good jump off the football and penetration, and so those guys just biting the bit to get their opportunity, and great job for the coaches getting them in.
Yeah, we got some clean jerseys out there. Now, look like number 14's in the ball game. Justin Cullifer, also Thomas Bailey, number 28's in the ball game. That's Robinson back to throw, being chased over here by number 67. Still being chased. Flag goes down late and going to be brought down there by number 14. That's Justin Cullifer.
Yeah, mentioned too, number 23, Everett Park was in the ball game there. So doing a little run around, making it a little exciting. Everybody kind of getting a shot at him right there. So that's, I'm sure the defense was enjoying that. Well, of course, we can afford a little bit of that right now as the game winds down with 1:42 left.
Penalty's going to be on Flomaton, so they're going to back them up. Holding Flomaton, illegal block, we'll call it. 1st and 15 for Flomaton. 1:37 left in the ball game. They got trips on that side, Coach. They got them spread all over the field. Robinson back to throw. Flicks across the middle. Number 5, great stop over there by, is that number 30, Coach? Trace Kane again?
It is.
Yep, Kane. That's Robinson, number 5, that made the catch.
Yeah, Trace has really hung in it this year. He's had to kind of wait his time here, but Trace getting in and making the most of an opportunity here to prove that he can certainly get the job done. As we have several young guys that we know will be calling their name out and looking forward to them playing in the future.
2nd and 12 for Flomaton. Robinson back to throw again to number 22. To Chambers. Close to another first down for Flomaton.
It looked like number 23. I believe that's isn't that Everett Park again? Yes, Everett Park just kind of held his ground right there, made a nice one-on-one open field tackle.
3rd down and 3 for Flomaton. Robinson back to throw, just trying to throw it deep to Spears over here, and got Spears on the dead run, and Spears is going to take it in for the touchdown. Good throw by their quarterback, a dead run to Spears.
Really was. He caught that ball dead stride, so that was a nice pass, well executed. Flomaton gets on the board again.
And I believe time's going to be run out on the field, but they will kick this. Nope, that will be the end of the ball game right there, with Flomaton getting about a 50-yard pass play there at the end of the ball game to end this ball game here at Rip Hughes Stadium. Houston Academy winning this ball game 32-14 over Flomaton. Coach, I tell you what, we saw a great play, as we know, a great game here tonight at Rip Hughes Stadium against a very good Flomaton team that came over to here to play the Raiders, but a very well prepared, like we have talked about all night, a very well prepared Houston Academy team that was ready to play these Flomaton Hurricanes.
Well, when the rain came in, maybe we thought the Hurricanes had brought a little more than just that team with them, but like you said, I think this is just a prime example of athletes who never quit. All season long they strive every week to get better. Coaching staff that continues to plug away and to, they're going to do their homework. They're going to go in there and they're going to find out everything they can about the opposing teams and scout them, and they come up with a good report. And our kids here tonight, I think Houston Academy, both sides of the ball, played extremely well in executing that plan.
Absolutely. Great sportsmanship out on the field tonight. Well, next week, Coach, it looks like we might probably be traveling to Leroy. Leroy played Elba tonight. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game, and the game is that correct? We will travel. That we won. If Leroy won, we will go to Leroy.
I believe so, and that's everybody knows about Leroy, but the thing about it, you go over there. It doesn't matter how many times you win or your reputation. They're going to start that game at 0-0. Coach Addison and that staff will go to work immediately to find out everything that they do and try to establish a game plan. So we're going to go over there with the idea that we're going to win that second game in the playoffs and keep right on moving.
And we'll wrap it up. That's the end of it here at Nology Field at Rip Hughes. Houston Academy walks away with a win tonight, first round, 32-14 over Flomaton. Jim Boone, Coach Jim Robbins, and we'll see you next week in Leroy.
You've been watching Game Night, presented by CNET Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time for more high school football action right here on your local Origination channel.